cemetery of Assisi. Carly's putting a stone in tribute to Clara Weiss, who is the only Jewish woman buried here in the cemetery of Assisi. She was buried as Chiara Bianchi, and her burial place was purchased by Donaldo Brunacci himself, the priest assisting the bishop who helped hide 300 Jewish refugees here in Assisi. And Donaldo himself told me that when he was leading her funeral procession, whispering prayers as they came out the city gate of Porta San Giacomo, the German soldiers then occupying the town saluted her casket, not knowing that inside was a Jewish woman. She had died a natural death the night before. Here we are in the beautiful cemetery of Assisi. Cypress trees point to the sky to infinity. They line the way to villas and cemeteries, places of rest and repose. Here are some beautiful family tombs in the cemetery of Assisi. This is the church in the cemetery of Assisi, and right here is the tomb of poor Clares, who are buried in this area. And next to the poor Clares, ironically, is the tomb of one of the noble families of Assisi. In the Middle Ages, there were two noble families at continual conflict with each other, the Cileni Nepis and the Fiumi. So here we have a tomb of nobility next to the tomb of the poor Clares, Le Clarisse, followers of Clare of Assisi, 13th century saint, and of course, follower of Francesco. And there we have the symbol of the poor Clares, because it is said that when the Saracen pirates attacked Assisi in the early 13th century, she held out the monstrance out of the window with a sacred host in it, scaring them away. So this is the symbol of the poor Clares, the sacred monstrance. From the word mostrar, to show, it is used to display the sacred consecrated host. We're going to look for the tomb of Donaldo Brunacci, instrumental in hiding the Jewish refugees here in Assisi. So we're walking to his tomb. Tombs of the poor Clares. And these are all sisters from the Monastero, which would be the convent, the poor Clares of San Quirico. And in their convent, many Jewish refugees were hidden in World War II. They even cooked them a Yom Kippur meal, serving them at table. Here we have a tomb of the Franciscans with the symbol of Francis of Assisi, the symbol of a Franciscan, that is, Pope Sixtus IV. He was a Franciscan, and his coat of arms bears the crossed hand of Christ, the crossed hand of Francis, both of the holes, for the church teaches that Francis had the wounds of Christ, the stigmata. And here on the tomb, we have the last line of the Canticle of the Creatures, first poem in medieval Italian. Poetry was generally in Latin, in which Francis praises the Lord for all of creation. And the last line is, "Praise be my Lord for sister bodily death, from whom no living man may escape." And now we continue towards the tomb of Donaldo Brunacci. Now we're at the tomb of Donaldo Brunacci. Many stones left on his tomb by Jewish visitors, Carly leaving one here. And this says the Capitolo Cattedrale, the cathedral chapter, because Donaldo Brunacci was assistant to the bishop in World War II. He was born in 1914, as you can see, died in February of 2007. I will never forget his funeral in the cathedral, most memorable moment. And this tribute to him reads, the canon Donaldo Brunacci, priest of great culture and profound spirituality, above all remembered or attributed to for his help to the politically persecuted, particularly the Jews, during the war 1940 to 1945, remembered by the country of Israel as righteous Gentile. This tribute put up February 2nd, 2008. Donaldo Brunacci, righteous Gentile, in the peaceful cemetery of Assisi. And next to him, other priests who had been priests associated with the Cathedral of Assisi, San Rufino. Grazie, Donaldo. Grazie sempre.